Hello, chat. Hello, ICC Mafia. Hello, traders. My name is Lawrence. I'm here with another video. The title of this video is actually I'm going to show you how to use indication. I know many people have been asking me why I'm not actually giving you the charts by themselves. Okay, but today, from henceforth today, I'll be giving you purely charts of how the markets are actually working every time moment. So right now I want to introduce to you there's something that I've actually been saying for long periods about indication, correction, and continuation. Okay, so we are actually on a 1 hour time frame, and I've been telling you most of the time we need to do something called top-down analysis of the charts. So we strictly go to the 4 hour time frame. So when you go to the 4 hour time frame, it will give us a a great idea of something called, let me write it here. We do something called top-down analysis. Okay, top-down analysis will actually help you to do something, having something we call okay, will help you to have something we call a market bias. Okay, top-down analysis leads to market bias. Okay, market bias. It enable you to have a market bias. Okay, from 4 hour time frame. So you have actually seen that here the market is actually on a, it was actually on a it was actually consolidating on this particular end zone. If you want to know the market is consolidating, the buyers and sellers are not, there's no one who's in control of the market. You can see here they were, it was consolidating. Okay, you know, the market consolidation, and then it actually now there was there was actually a breakdown. Okay, whereby now there's a there was no uptrend, so the buyers are in control of the market, and then it's actually yeah, the market's actually going upwards, right? So you can see here. So so what you're gonna do right now, just now let's switch up to, so you're seeing the market is actually going upwards, as we have seen the market buyers, right? So I want to show you how you can actually get this point of indication. So we are actually on this particular zone here. Okay, let's go to 1 hour time frame. You can see the market came to this zone, and it was still on this particular zone, and it created something called an indication. Let me show you an indication. An indication line on this zone here. Let's go to 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, I show you where the indication line where it actually created. So from this zone here, you can actually, there's formation of high highs and high lows. Okay, so this high here, it created an indication. Okay, and then afterwards it went down again, and it tried to go back again, and it created what, a correction. So the high that was previously created, and the higher lows, it actually created something called correction. The price retested back. Okay, and then yeah, so the best I want to show you the most important and easiest way to understand ICC. Okay, because when you are at this particular zone here, there's actually a point. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but I'm going to work on my language on how to explain it. But I can assure you that the the ICC concept is actually indication, correction, continuation. The price will do as much as possible to correct back. So it was correcting, right? And then did a what? A continuation. So if you can see this is an indication point, you wait for the price to do what? Indication. let me write indication. Here the price was actually doing something called an indication. Okay, and then it did something called a correction. Okay, and then this is why professional traders will always enter enter zone. Continuation, very simple. Okay, so this is where you actually, if you want to go along or short term positioning, okay, so this is where you enter. Very simple, very simple. And then you're on buys. You afterwards, so you actually set up on this previous, set a stop loss on this previous low, and then that's it. You're on profits. So indication, correction, and continuation, ICC, you wait for the price to actually wait to correct, and then you do it for a continuation. Simple, very much clear. What you have to do is actually have a higher highs, higher lows, okay, and that's it. That's it, bro. High highs and high lows.